really not something I see coming. Oh, Bubbles intercepting. Pyromancer is in there, and he's quite low. The Plague Rider coming back to flank. Able to get Pyromancer as he separates himself from the rest of the team. And Plague Rider's probably going to get out here. In fact, the Kraken will as well. Should not have gone in there. He's going to try to escape. Oh, dodges that. And then turns around. That's surprising. And tries to teleport out. Does make it. Just barely. Unbelievable. Holy cow. And now the Legion team is finally ahead in kills again. Since the first time at the beginning of the game, it was 4-1. Now 50 and 48. That is a high kill game. Auger's Hatchet does get dropped from Balthazar, who's full up. Doesn't have the Auger's Hatchet anymore. Do not sell that item back. So all you can do is drop it when you don't want it anymore. We've got a Barrier Idol, which absorbs magic damage, apparently. An empty bottle, so I think he's going to bottle those runes. Indeed he does, so Balthazar does have the ability to use illusions when we want. Plated Greaves, Blood Chalice, Ward of Sight, and the Homecoming Stone. Dropping a ward here, warding the enemy jungle. Uses his illusion, leaves them behind. Not sure if that was intentional or not. And we could have an encounter right here. I think, oh, Balthazar turns around. A little concerned, perhaps, that the Polywog Priest may not be alone. Especially with the CCs. It's actually quite hard to engage on the Polywog Priest, I would suspect, because he could just polymorph you and then run away. And if you try to chase, well, his team is eventually going to reach him, and then he can just tongue-tie you. Spread his illusions out all over. And Kraken is going to try to chase down the illusion here. With the amount of damage Balthazar is taking, it's quite obvious that he is an illusion. And it's going to be interesting to see what the Legion does. With the Hellborne team so locked in here, the Legion can definitely force an encounter if they wish. Polywog Priest wards do go down. A lot of focus fire going down on Balthazar. Bubbles does go down. So does the Kraken. This turns into a terribly bad engagement for the Legion team, although the Corrupted Disciple is going to go down right here. Walks into the wards, gets taken out.
Gotcha!
The Plague Rider, I think, is probably going to go down as well. I don't see this particular side going very well. Although now it's the Puppet Master going with his illusions and takes out the Gauntlet. Meanwhile, he's also chasing anyone who can. Oh, the Pyromancer is dead meat. Level 12, it's level 19. There's the grab. And
double tap.
A double tap. This is the best game ever. But 54-51, that is a lot of kills. We're at the 36-minute mark. That seems like a high fatality game to me. But yeah, as time goes on, this is, despite the fact that that encounter was very bad for the Legion team, they're now well ahead in XP and gold. And it seems that things are getting, well, I'm not saying bad, no, actually, it started off bad. It turned out great for the Legion team. I am fooled. The Legion team is doing very, very well. And I think I'm still pinning my hopes on them to win at this point. Their late game just seems to be stronger. Their composition must just be stronger. Especially since it is almost like a 5 versus 4 in this particular game, which is what you see happen. A whole lot of action now as the teams seek to just regroup and perhaps consider a push. Polywog is moving forward quite a bit here. Uses lightning to weaken the creeps and then runs back. Doesn't get much in the way of kills there, but Ping's going on the bottom. They see that there's a 3-man push going down there. 3-man push including the Pyromancer. The Pyromancer stays behind, while Gauntlet and Swiftblade go looking for someone to kill. Of course, they do have this area warded, so they know that there's no one going around solo. And now they know that the entire Legion team has followed them down to the bottom. Now, I think they can put in a pretty serious push going on here, and that's going to force the Hellborne to engage, and I'm not sure that they want to. I really feel like the Hellborne are in a much, much easier push now if there's going to be a big team fight. The AoE Gauntlet runs forward. He's getting teleported, puppeted, and tongue-tied Hellborne as well. So the Hellborne team decided to engage, but again, 2 kills actually looks like it's going to wear well for at this point. Swiftblade chasing down Puppet Master. He's going to go down as well. One more hit. There it goes. Swiftblade does get quite low. Everyone on the Hellborne team are quite low, but they ultimately win the encounter. Oh, Kraken going in for the kill on Pyromancer isn't able to do it. Now he's going to be running away and does get cut off by Swiftblade, but Swiftblade taking an incredible amount of damage from the Kraken, and Kraken running away, activating his, what is it called? The Voodoo... How did he glow gold like that? No. There's an item that lets you do that, but he does not have it. Maybe it was the barbed armor? I have no idea. My apologies, guys. So much to learn about this game. So, but clearly, very, very good in terms of the Hellborne there. Despite the fact that there's some CC applied at the beginning of that fight, they were not able to focus fire enough. I think they would have needed to pick someone to just kill, and I think what they did is they initiated on, who was it? Gauntlet, I suppose, but then they changed their attention over to Valkyrie, making that switch and letting kill either one of them. Meanwhile, this tower is definitely going down in the middle. Oh, but we get a kill, an easy kill on the Pyromancer here, and I think the Switchblade's going to go down as well. No, not quite. He's going to be able to escape, it looks like, whereas it's Balfagor that's getting polymorphed and tongue-tied. Kraken's still going after the Swiftblade, and that is an interesting choice because they may have wanted to go after Balfagor, who's just going to be able to teleport out. And now, okay, we are able to get a kill on the Swiftblade. One sec, guys. It's a dog freaking out about a cat. Jeez, guys, sorry about that. We've got an old dog in the house, and she freaks out if the cat gets anywhere near her and just starts screeching like that. She's perfectly fine, but I assumed it was picked up on the mic because it was loud as hell over here. So, let's get back to the game, shall we? Plague Rider running into a couple of Balfagor's, Balfagor's illusions here. Meanwhile, picks up a few of his illusions himself. It's a pretty stupid fight. Puppet Master getting a little bit more farm here in the middle. The entire Legion team is currently absent. Oh! And Kongor may get taken out here, although there's only 2 of them fighting, and actually Kraken's taking a lot of damage very quickly. There we go, the rest of the guys joining in the fight. I can definitely see it looks like they're going to get the Kongo kill very easily, although Kraken's going to be weakened. So if the Legion, or the Hellborne team does realize what's going on and get here quickly enough, they'll be able to get at least 1 kill very quickly. It's going to be interesting. Oh! An attempted steal or something by the Gauntlet. And who picks up the item? No, there's no shortcut for that, huh? Puppet Master, maybe? Yes, Puppet Master picks up Token Life, which I think makes a lot of sense. Puppet Master can do a lot of damage, but he's been quite squishy and gotten a lot of death so far. So I think that may help him quite a bit. You know, arguably the Kraken, of course, is doing better in carrying the game, so he might have wanted to grab it, but he is also full of items. So you got to take what you can get here. Looks like an easy kill on this tower here. I'm surprised it actually hasn't been denied. I mean, it's not that close to dead, but I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't just go for the tower directly. I'm sure they would have been able to tank it for the 2 or 3 seconds. There's not a whole lot of hit points left on it. There it goes down. And the Hellborne is actually going to be able to get a nice engage here, kind of flanking on the Plague Rider, not finishing him off. And meanwhile, we actually get 1 kill, 2 kills on the Hellborne side. And the Swiftblade's probably going to go down as well if he can get caught, slowed down any little bit. No, he manages to escape. Meanwhile, the Balfagor is able to get 3 kills. And barely almost gets out of there, but not quite. He even had a homecoming stone. If he'd been able to just sneak in there a little quicker, he would have been able to teleport out. So that's a 4-1 or 4-3 advantage for the Legion team, and they're going to be able to push this tower now, I think, because the Swift Blade on his own is not going to want to engage the Puppet Master, who still has his token of life. Not to mention Bubbles. Oh, that's a lot of damage going on right there. Both those heroes are quite threatening to take on solo, even if you can do a lot of damage like the Swift Blade can. As a pair, it's just going to be too much. Oh, he ventures a little bit too close. It gets caught by the Puppet Master, and Bubbles going in there to help get the assist. And meanwhile, the power's going to get quite low. The Pyromancer's not going to be able to stop anything on his own. Of course, Pyromancer's able to come back to the battle quite a bit quicker, simply by virtue of being lower level. And I just realized this is a new install. Let me pause the game a sec. Yeah, that's terrible. That didn't clue in. This is a new install of Heroes of Newerth on my new computer, and I never adjusted the sound. So I suspect that there were plenty of times when my beautiful melodious voice actually got drowned out by the action. That sucks. That's okay. The action's better than anything I can do anyway. Oh, Gauntlet gets a grab on the Puppet Master here, and I think he's going to go down. Now, oh, he does have the Token of Life, but yeah, it's still a shame to use it when you don't want it. And meanwhile, Bubbles might be in a little bit of trouble. No, I don't know if they expected that Puppet Master to come back alive, and in fact now it's Gauntlet's in a lot of trouble. Bubbles staying just out of reach there. Gauntlet desperately trying to reach him. Bubbles does take cover and is able to survive and get out. Meanwhile, the Puppet Master trying to get a kill, but I think he's overstayed his welcome here. He does have the illusions giving him a little bit of cover. Stays long enough to kill a barracks, and he's going to try to get out, and Balthor is trying to chase him as much as he can, but the Puppet Master is going to be able to slow him down enough. Meanwhile, enough assistance coming in. We've got the Voodoo Wards coming down, and the Tongue-Tied on Balthor locks him down for another kill, and that's particularly punishing. 90 seconds of downtime for Balthor. That probably means that the Legion team are going to be able to push at whim here. The Puppet Master taking a lot of damage from the Pyromancer here. But the Pyromancer just... oh no, doesn't quite go down. Corrupted Disciple coming in, taking out the Plague Rider, along with the Swift Blade. And it's hard to tell if anything else is going to happen here. Nice chase on the Swift Blade, actually, but he's going to be able to make it back to his fountain. No! The Whirlpool barely not catching the Swift Blade quickly enough. But meanwhile, the barracks are going down, and now the Legion team has a considerable advantage because there's going to be constant pressure in that bottom lane, which is going to keep maybe, you know, one or two of the Hellborne pinned there a little bit. Well, not pinned, but it's going to force them to come back to that bottom lane regularly to push back the spawns. Meanwhile, the Legion team is going to be able to have complete map control while that happens. At least for the next 20 seconds, I would say. Until everyone on the Hellborne team are up. Of course, we did lose the Plague Rider in that encounter, but Plague Rider is just a support. It doesn't hurt quite as badly. He's going to come back a little quicker as well because he's lower level. Actually, the Gauntlet's only level 18. But it's that Balthor that really hurts. So he's finally back up. But if he had been able to engage in that last fight, that would have been such a huge difference. I think that's what it is. Right now, the Legion team's composition is such that it absolutely punishes the Hellborne if someone steps just ever so slightly out of position. There's just so much CC, so much lockdown, and so much ability to chase with Bubbles, for example, that you cannot make a mistake and get caught out in any way whatsoever. Quick little drink here while the action is quiet. Alright. Nice minion wave pushing down the bottom, but it's just going to turn into some pretty good farm for the Legion team. Polywog Priest looks like he can get a lot of kills with his lightning attack now. It's called Chain Lightning, Electric Jolt. Oh, meanwhile, Plague Rider, in a lot of trouble here. Looks like he's just going to get feasted on by Balthor, and in fact the entire Hellborne team just comes in and wipes him out. It's not the end of the world to lose him, although it does take a whopping 80 seconds for him to come back at this point. And now it is the Legion team that's not going to want to engage, and in fact they're a little bit out of position. The Hellborne team is going to try to engage on them, but... oh no, Puppet Master, what are you doing? Oh, actually... maybe it was a little bit of a bait. They're able to bait out Balthor. All the CC going down, and all the focus fire does take out Balthor. We do lose the Polywog Priest in the meantime, but no, the Legion team is just able to apply way too much damage. The level 25 Kraken, level 25 Puppet Master, able to win that fight. That was really good baiting, I think, is what it came out to. With only losing support heroes for the Legion team, and now we've got a lot of high DPS push. The center tower going down. You can see how the bottom lane is being pushed as well. So it's going to be quite hard to stop this press here. And in fact, Gauntlet, whoa, just barely makes it out of there. And meanwhile, these barracks are clearly going to drop. In fact, I think this game may very well end before the Hellborne team revives. I don't think there's any coming back from having 2 sets of barracks down. And a defense tower. Yeah, simply too much pressure. And, oh no, Kraken going down there. 100 seconds of downtime. That may not have been a great choice, but I think he was just trying to stop the Hellborne team from venturing too far out and preventing the push. I don't know, or that was just an intentional suicide. Totally worth it, I guess. Alright. Yeah, so 2 lanes completely disabled. Now the pressure is going to be to stop the top lane from going down while also defending the bottom too, but I don't think so. Greed is a deadly sin, yeah. I don't really see a way out of it for the Hellborne team at this point. The Legion team is 20,000 XP and 25,000 gold ahead. The kills are 68 to 62. Quite the game. Oh. Puppet Master looks like he's able to snag the Swift Blade, and with only the Pyromancer, who's level 15 there, to help. Oh! He's, it looked like in a lot of trouble, but it looks like it turned around pretty quick. The Swiftblade is able to use his ultimate to apply all his damage on the Plague Rider. The Swiftblade's ultimate, Swift Flashes, is very interesting. What it does is it teleports him between targets, and each target applying a lot of damage. But if there's only one target, then that one target gets hit every time. So it's actually, you never want to be caught out alone against the Swiftblade. You want to be around minions, around other heroes whenever possible, to diminish his burst damage, because if it's just solo, he's probably going to kill you. Oh, the Puppet Master is going to be able to chase down Balfagor here. He's only level 23. He's been shut down too many times in a row, and we've got a double tapped and Corrupted Disciple going down as well. The tower going down, the barracks going down. This is going to be it, folks. GG. GG, well played. Hope you enjoyed this game. It was incredibly exciting, and quite the back and forth, I would say. I mean, 2 major back and forths. A very, very strong start by the Legion side, followed by giving away that lead and falling far, far behind, but then able to come back in the late game just by having better late game carries, better late game CC, and just, one does not simply quap into the Hellborne base. Huh. And I love these animations at the end. It's such a beautiful, beautiful game. Anyway, that's it, folks. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.